Hello, Sagittarius. How are you doing? I hope this reading finds you healthy, excited about your future, or at least curious about what's coming, and that you're safe, and that if you've been in quarantine, that you've found some treasures in the dustbin. And if you've been a worker this whole time, thank you, especially if you're an essential worker. So we have a really exciting new moon on May 22nd in Gemini, which should be very invigorating for you as a fire sign. There's a lot of high vibrations and good ideas around that time, and communication. So if there's somebody that you want to talk to, don't be afraid to call them. Communicate with them any way you can. I'm looking at your reading already, and I can see that some of you have had a hard time. But I've got great news, because your outcome is the star, my friend. And anytime you have the star as your outcome, that is a good luck blessing. It's actually one of the wish cards. And it has a rather specific meaning. It says that any present wish or dream or goal that you have that hasn't happened yet, it will happen in the future. So right now is a great time to get busy daydreaming up your future, because you have the blessing of the star coming, meaning it will happen for you. Now, I'm just going to start off right away by saying you're standing on a 5, you're covered by a 5. For me, whenever I see that, I know that some of you have had a hard time lately. And, these aren't any huge major arcana energies, but 5s are just never fun. They're really usually needing to work something out. You have both the one dealing possibly with finances and also an emotional one. So this is where we're starting. This is what we're standing on. This is absolutely not where we're going, okay? Where we're going is a much better place. I mean, you have a 6 in your outcome, which is after a 5, meaning better days are ahead, and the star. So I just feel very hopeful for you, Sagittarius, that especially for those of you that have had a hard time lately, brighter, more beautiful days are coming. Oftentimes with this card, which is the 6 of Swords, it's got a wonderful message, of course, when we're in a stage of life when we come out of something really difficult and we're like, thank God that's over. The worst is over. But we're sort of left in the shadow of that going, God, why did I have to pay so much? What I'm going to say is, if any of you are feeling that way, please just thank your lucky stars that whatever the hard thing was is over, and that you're moving away from it. You don't want to get stuck there, okay? You don't want to be stuck in why. Sometimes there is no answer to your why, and it's better to just be like, yes, I'm going to be moving on now. And by the way, with the star on the other side of that, it's just beautiful days ahead, okay? So be future oriented. I will say, when I look at your relationship sector, Sag, excuse me, you are definitely being shown to have a fiery energy, whether or not that is bubbling up from under the surface or just burning full force right now. I love it. It's a passionate energy. If some of you have been more dormant, you're probably going to feel like you're waking up in the emotional realm this month, especially starting around that Gemini full moon. New moon. But I do have to say that many of you are surrounded by hermits. So you may have to be a little patient, because while you may be feeling like you want to move forward, either move forward in a relationship, start a new one, take one you're in a little further, the other person may be feeling reclusive. I mean, all of us, most of us have been going through a lot the last couple months, and we deal with it differently. And you, being a fire sign, you may be feeling, especially since we're changing seasons, like, let's go. And the other person is like, I'm not ready. I'm not ready to come out of this cocoon, you know? And that can be in a long-term relationship. It can be a new relationship. And, you know, what I'm going to say is try and harness that energy for yourself and your own life and your own path, and keep letting them know that you're ready. But if you push, this person may retreat a little more. So just be patient for right now, okay? One thing I really like here in this reading also is that you have some guidance, all right? Coming up towards the end of the month, many of you may actually start working with a mentor. You may go back to school. You might be getting a certificate. And I have to say, all of that is linked, you know, to the star, meaning that what you are trying to learn right now from someone else or from another organization or from a school is actually going to help you manifest new dreams down the road. So I do have to say that there's a movement here. It sort of starts from a more internal place, dealing with some stuff, and it spirals out into moving into new territory, being excited about the new day, feeling like your passion, even possibly your passion for someone else, growing. And like I said, I'm not saying don't pursue someone or keep knocking on someone's door, but they may not be available right now. So let's just check back in next month and see what's going on. I think you might have a whole different story next month in June. Anyway, I really like this reading. I hope that the rest of this month goes really well for you, and that especially as we move towards the end of May, you start really feeling hopeful and excited for some new energy that's coming in. All right, I will check in with you in June. Bye.